Smart speakers have been in the market for a very long time now, but somehow, in countries like the Philippines, it seems that they aren't really seen by customers as something essential in their homes. Especially since most phones these days already has its own digital assistant, and there are Bluetooth speakers that are more portable and better sounding than most smart speakers. However, there's one place where I think smart speakers are really useful: smart homes. With a smart speaker, you can easily give out commands to a digital assistant in order to control certain parts of a smart home. Moreover, smart speakers allow you to integrate products from different smart home brands that allow for flexibility and more control of your home. So if you're planning on setting up a smart home, continue watching and you might find some info that could make or break which smart speaker to get for your setup. In this video, I will be looking at the original Google Home speaker and the second generation Amazon Echo. To be honest, I chose these two because I've owned them the longest, but also because I think that these two models offer the best experience for newbies, and they provide a good balance between sound quality and price compared to the other models in their respective product ranges. In terms of design, both the Google Home and Amazon Echo have their respective design aesthetics. The Google speaker has a mesh at the bottom part of the body, while the rest of its body is covered in smooth white plastic. On the other hand, the Amazon Echo's body is fully covered by a plastic shell that's also covered by a textured material. Specifically, mine comes with gray fabric. Looking at the top is where you'll find the biggest differences between the two devices. The Amazon Echo has a flat top and features 4 buttons: volume, a microphone mute button, and a button to summon the assistant. Meanwhile, the Google speaker has an angled top with a touch-sensitive pad which will allow you to control the volume and summon the Google Assistant. The Google Home's microphone mute button is located at the back of the device. Notification lights are also implemented differently between the two speakers. The Google Home has LED notification lights embedded in the touch surface at the top, which shows different colors and patterns depending on what status it wants to show to the user. The Amazon Echo, on the other hand, has a notification ring that also displays different ring colors that are based on how the device wants to communicate its status. In terms of aesthetics, I'm leaning towards the Google Home since I feel it can go well with most homes' interiors, especially with its air freshener design. I also like the controls better on the Google Home as it provides a bit more functionality than that of the Echoes. In terms of audio, the Amazon Echo is probably the better option for those who want to use their smart speaker to play music. The Echo has better bass than Google speaker and performs better when listening at higher volumes. Moreover, the Amazon Echo has a better set of microphones than the Google Home. I think this is because the Echo has more microphones at the top, 7 microphones if I'm not mistaken, compared to the 2 far-field mics that the Google Home had. This is clearly seen when trying to give out a command while audio is playing. The Echo instantly picks up when you say the wake word, even if you're playing music at 50% volume, while the Google Home can oftentimes struggle, forcing you to call its attention again using a louder voice. The wake word is also something to keep in mind when picking between these two devices. For Amazon, you have the option of choosing from a list of wake words to activate the speaker. In my opinion, Amazon's wake words are more defined and it's not very commonly used in talking, so there's a smaller chance of accidentally activating the speaker, especially during your conversations with people or when you place it beside your TV and it hears audio from the TV show or movie that you're watching. Google Home, on the other hand, has a more limited choice of wake words, and some of them, based on my experience, can trigger accidental activations like when I'm watching TV. Luckily, Google recently rolled out an update which will allow users to adjust the sensitivity of the device to the wake word, although I haven't tried it yet. When it comes to silencing the device, it is much easier to stop the digital assistant in the Google Home since you simply need to give the touch-sensitive surface a tap to stop whatever it is the Google Assistant is doing. While on the Echo, you have to give a verbal order for the assistant to stop any tasks. One of the key factors that you might be considering when choosing the right smart speaker would be the AI embedded in them. In this department, I feel that Google Home is a clear winner. And it's not that surprising since it takes advantage of Google's expertise in web search and machine learning. If you're looking for a speaker that sounds like a human when giving out answers, then you should really consider the Google Home. Also, since both speakers are made by companies that provide web services, the type of services you're subscribed to may play a role on which speaker to get. This means the Google Home works better with Google services like Google Music, Google Keep, and YouTube, while the Amazon Echo works better with Amazon Music, Amazon Prime Video, and Fire TV. As an additional note, some services that directly compete with their mother brand's own won't work with a corresponding speaker. For instance, Netflix, which directly competes with Amazon's Prime Video, is not available as an option in the Echo speaker. It's also worth noting that the app for the Amazon speaker is not available in the Philippine App Store for iOS and Android. So in order to download the app, you need to change your iTunes account to a country that supports it if you are on iOS, and if you're on Android, you have to download it from a third-party website and sideload it to your phone. Finally, we've come to the juicy part: smart home integration. In terms of numbers, the Amazon Echo supports more brands and gadgets as it was first to be out in the market. However, in recent years, Google was able to close the gap in terms of the brands and services that the Google Home can integrate with. So technically speaking, Amazon has a slight lead, but if ever you choose Google Home, you won't really be losing a lot except maybe if you're using products from an unknown brand. Then we have routines. Routines are preset commands that a user can set up that can activate a number of tasks once a keyword is spoken or a specific condition has been met. For instance, saying good morning to your Google Home speaker can activate a morning routine where the Google Assistant turns on the lights in a room, turn on the TV and the air conditioning unit, and read out the weather and commute info with just one command. Now, between the Google and Amazon smart speakers, I'd have to say that the Amazon Echo is better with setting up routines. This is because the option is readily available inside the Alexa app, and all you have to do is pick the conditions to activate the sequence. In contrast, setting up routines is a bit finicky with the Google Home, especially if you're in the Philippines. This is because the routines feature is not officially available in our country. For some reason, Google has decided that we will only be getting the My Day option, which simply provides you a summary of your day plus some info on weather, work commute, and your next meeting. In order to activate routines on the Google Home, you need to change the language and region of your smartphone into a country and language that officially supports the routines feature. So that's one extra step you need to make if you choose to pick the Google Home. Okay, so quick roundup. Here are the things that both speakers are good at, and here are the things where they need some work. So as you can see, I'm personally more inclined to pick the Amazon Echo. Specifically, I like the better microphones on the Echo. I also like that it has better sounds and it's easier to use as a smart home hub. However, if you pick the Google Home, that's okay too, and I think you're not really losing much. So that's it, folks. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you'll be notified whenever I post new videos. You can also like our Facebook page and Instagram account for more frequent tech updates.